95.7 The Hog, The Morning Hog, brings you a new installment of the Morning Hog Brew Review. Josh from S.R. Perrott is bringing us St. Patty's Day flavors, and Al Smith from Al Smith Productions getting ready for the big street party on Beach Street. We'll talk all things green next on the Morning Hog Brew Review on 95.7 The Hog. 95.7 The Hog, The Morning Hog. How you doing? It's happy hour on Friday. Did you know that? That's Steve right there.
How you doing?
I'll play the role of Riggs today. Playing the role of Josh S.R. Perrott. Well, Josh S.R. Perrott right there. There he is. But wait, Josh, you brought a special guest again.
I did.
It's like you keep doing this.
I'm going to try.
He's a guest bringer.
I know that dude from Al Smith Productions.
I wonder what his name is.
Yeah. What is it?
Al Smith.
Oh, Al Smith. Oh! Hi, Al.
Hey.
Good to see you, friend. How you doing?
Fellas,
How are you?
I heard there was beer, so I came running.
Listen, Al, you know how we roll here at the Morning Hog. We don't shy away from a can or a bottle of anything.
Right.
And I understand that there's a theme here that you got going today,
Especially
right,
the
John?
good stuff.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's a little early,
Sure.
but I feel like we always kind of butt up a little too close sometimes to the holidays or events.
Right.
So I want to kind of get a head start. And why not? Because it's some delicious beers, right?
Right.
St. Patty's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
You know, with all the hustle
love-
bustle, race week, and then bike week, you know, and all of a sudden we're right there.
Yeah, you don't
So,
want to lose it.
Let's talk about it now.
Oh, I like it a lot.
Let's do it.
I love that we can get an advance on what we might be getting. I'm going to guess at one of these Al Smith production parties,
That's right.
right?
St. Patty's Day on Beach Street.
Oh, boy.
Team up with my good buddy Scott at McKay's. I
Right.
think this is their 27th year. I think it's Scott's 18th year.
Yeah,
smokes.
it's
doing
it's
that.
up there.
So yeah, and I have participated in that event for many years, but we kind of 4 years ago,
Right.
As a
I got
patron?
involved, and the city asked me to help blow it up, and so we've made it a much bigger event.
Oh, it's
and,
huge.
And as you both you guys well know, it's a good time. It's
It
a lot
is a
of
great
fun.
time. I hope you'll have us back out there to
Well, of course.
participate.
I'll
now,
be there.
Obviously, we know there'll be a lot of SR products flowing,
Absolutely.
both in these establishments and out on the streets.
Out on the street. Yeah,
Right?
that's right. So I brought some other stuff we'll have out on the street that
Okay.
day. Obviously, March 17th, right?
Right. That's a
I
good one.
believe it's a Sunday because of leap year.
Oh,
we
yeah.
missed out on the Saturday party.
Oh,
So that's kind of a bummer. But
son of a bee.
we made some adjustments. That way you can come out and have a great time. And,
It is not a problem.
yeah, exactly.
That's good trouble right there on the Sunday.
Yes.
So one of the options, the lighter options that are going to be out there is Harp.
Okay.
love it.
Yep. Nice,
Old school fave.
easy drinking
Yep.
Irish beer.
Is this Irish? That's what I was about to ask you about. Yeah, yeah.
Yep, straight from Ireland.
I mean, the harp is like an Irish, traditional Irish instrument too, right? The string instrument. Of course, you guys know about the harp, so I don't need to tell you about that,
Just a clean, natural taste.
right?
Simple,
natural taste.
delicious.
But also
4.5%.
a sleek, new-looking can, if I might point that
Well,
out.
so ironically, you won't find it in that can except for one package that we carry.
Whoa!
And it's a pretty rare package. It's a 15-pack of heritage beers
Okay.
from Guinness. So
Okay.
it comes with Harp, Smittix, and Guinness, which we'll try the rest of these today. So Harp, you kind of got to look for mostly on draft or inside of that package.
Well, I want to get that.
Yep. Or you can check out the website.
srprod.com/beer finder. That's where you can find it. But just go to your stores and go search around
good.
for it. It's a fun treasure hunt. It's like a beer
Absolutely
treasure hunt.
delicious.
But it is great, easy, and probably on the 17th you're going to need to pace it. This is a good pacer, right?
It's actually
Yeah.
a little higher ABV than
What?
Guinness.
Yeah, it's good.
What?
What are we clocking in at?
4.5.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
But
That's
you
okay.
want to keep it in that a little bit lower range so you can
Yeah.
enjoy the festivities the whole day and
Cruise
potentially
around.
make it to work on Monday.
Sure.
I would take
Yeah.
a 3-day weekend personally.
Right.
Yeah.
Take Monday off.
It's really a smart move.
Yeah,
I mean, especially if you didn't do it for like the Super Bowl a few weeks ago, might as well do it here. It's the right way
exactly.
to do it.
Yep.
It's the right way to plan it out. Okay, that's a great start. I feel like we're in the Irish mode right now. Where do we go next?
All right. So while I pour this, we're gonna go to Killian's. I'm gonna let Al kind of talk about some of the stuff that's going on
Oh,
the day of.
Yeah, this party is-
Obviously, we have a big street party, if you will.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
there's
so
some
we're
other stuff going on.
starting 1, going to 9 this year. So a little backing things up a little, not going
Okay.
too late.
all right.
So for music, we have our headliner is Beauty and the Beats.
Okay.
I see what they did there.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah,
You like
Beauty
that?
and the
So
Beats.
playing the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the hits from those eras. So that's always fun. And of course, we have the Irish Dancing Girls who just do an amazing job. They steal the show every year. I'll just tell you right now.
Yeah.
They'll perform probably 5 times.
Really? Okay.
They must save up all year to do this, but it's just simply it's a showstopper. No matter what we do, people stop and want to watch these young ladies dance.
Right.
And then of course we've got the pipe and drum chorus. We've got the the Irish sound. So we've got a lot of entertainment.
How many blocks are you blocked off over there?
2 big ones.
That's a lot of blocks.
2 big blocks.
It is a lot of blocks.
Yeah.
You know, and that gives you room for dancing, drinking, food, music, and more drinking.
Yeah. Steve loves playing with blocks.
Right. He is. He's a big fan of them. Yep. He is.
Duh.
It's his second favorite shape. Square.
Square. Yeah. Other than round.
Blocks and round.
That's number one.
2 favorite shapes.
But on those blocks you can find all these great SR Pro products. This is another one right here. I mean, this is just says tradition.
Killian's Irish Red. About 5.4% alcohol. Nice malty finish on it. A little bit of hops up front. Another easy drinking beer.
Yeah.
Not sure what the weather's going to be like just yet, so I'm hoping we have a little bit of coolness in the air. I believe we did last year, and it was really, really nice.
Yeah.
So just hoping for a good time.
And I don't mind sweating while I drink. I'm not opposed to it. I don't mind working for it. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it feels like your body is doing the work for you, where it's already working off the product and pouring in. Exactly. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's the ultimate recycling. So every year you throw this party together. You probably have some challenges each year. Where do we put the food trucks? Where do you put the bathrooms?
Yeah.
Where do people park? What do you do? It's a lot. You have a lot on your mind. I can tell.
Yes,
I can see
it's
it.
a lot going on.
But it's all good trouble right there, right?
Good trouble. That's what it is. Good trouble.
Plus,
thankfully, I've done it before.
Yeah, you refined this this whole street party element right there.
Could be like Steve and have nothing going on up there.
Well, yeah, right. It could be like an empty. Let's see what we can.
Like what?
What's Steve thinking around? See? Right there.
What did you say?
I knew it. Right. That's what's
Sorry,
going
buddy.
on in Steve's
Now
head
I feel
right
bad a little bit.
No, don't feel bad.
Okay.
Probably a good time to take a break, though, and boost his
we'll
confidence.
talk to him.
All right, well, more coming up
I'll
with
give you a hug.
Al and Josh and Steve's Head here on the Morning Hog on 95.7 The Hog. 95.7 The Hog, the Morning Hog. How you doing? It's Morning Hog Happy Hour. Did you know that? That's why Josh from SR Perot is right over there. Right there. Spreading the beer love. And Al
what I
Smith
do.
from Al Smith Productions, who is bringing us a giant street party in Daytona Beach. If you haven't been to Beach Street, if you've never been to a Beach Street Al Smith Productions party, you're missing out.
You're missing
That's
out.
right.
But we have another opportunity coming up in a couple
That's
weeks
right.
for you, right?
St. Patty's Day.
Oh, boy.
March
St. Patty's
17th.
Day. Right.
Sunday this year.
Right.
What time you say we start?
1 to 9.
1 to 9.
All right.
That's a pretty solid time frame.
Yeah.
So
a
you
lot
have
of time to
literally
drink.
no excuse.
Sure, you get a sandwich in your belly like 11:15, boom, you're ready to go all day.
That's right.
And we're going to the dogs this year.
What?
So we have a dog
What?
parade.
What does that mean?
What?
So bring your dogs out.
What are you
Dress
talking
them
about?
up first. In
Yeah?
fact, we've got
You gotta bark. You gotta bark.
Josh, I don't know if you know this yet, but you're
I don't think I'm
donating a
aware.
bunch of swag and beer that we're
Oh.
going to give out to the
Are they gonna be-
to the owners of the winners.
I'm
of
aware of
dogs.
everything.
Are you saying that there might be a Guinness T-shirt wearing hound that's sniffing me?
Well, or an owner that's depending on what the owner wants to do with the dog, but
Understandable.
Or the swag. But anyway, yeah. So we're
excited about
real
this,
excited to have a dog. I've always want to have a dog parade
Look,
for St. Patty's Day.
You know this, obviously. People love dogs, and they love animals of any kind. I mean, let's flash back to the Puppy Bowl a few weeks ago. It makes people have a good time, especially when you got a beer in your hand, and now you got a dog parade.
Yeah,
Good for you. That's smart.
I'm in.
Yeah.
it's fun.
Now, don't airbrush your dog green. Just as a tip right there. Don't do that.
Well, I'm out then.
Yeah. But you can use maybe some cornstarch or something like
Okay,
that.
perfect.
Yeah. Wait, you poured a new beer since I last looked. What'd you
Steve, remember this one?
Yeah, it's Smith Wicks.
All right. Yep.
pour?
Red Ale.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of glad you're gone.
You said it wrong. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
By the way, wait.
Smittix.
Yeah. Steve.
I don't see a C and a K in
No,
there.
it's
There's a C
traditional.
and a K in there.
It's traditional Irish, Steve.
It's literally.
Yes, the W's silent in Irish.
yeah.
Don't you know that?
That's what I say.
Oh, I'm backwards. Never mind.
We'll get a
It's reverse
pronunciation
day.
guide up on the.
It's reverse
We'll
day.
get the closed caption at the bottom on this episode a little bit later if you check out 95.7 The Hog on YouTube.
Sorry, I see W and I go whoa.
So this is actually one of my favorite beers, and I hate to admit it, but I forget.
Yeah.
It only clicks back into my mind around this time of year, and it shouldn't because it is a fantastic beer year round.
Ooh, it is.
Nice red ale.
Yep.
nice malt background.
Nice finish.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Super smooth. Nothing heavy about these.
Right.
No palate attacking.
No, even at 4.5%.
Yeah.
You would expect it to be a little bit heavier, especially being a red ale, and it's not. It's nice, easy, light drinking. Tons and tons of flavor though.
Yeah. And they've been doing this for a minute, Smith.
Absolutely. We've had several shows in the past where we kind of deep dive into the backgrounds of these beers. So check out the YouTube channel and you can watch those.
Yes.
There's no reason to go over it 400 times.
That's right.
So check out the YouTube channel and go from there.
And check out srprot.com/beerfinder to find these beers. But hey, look, it's going to be St. Patty's Day in a couple weeks. You can find these everywhere.
Absolutely. Yep. Publix,
Go
Total
to a
Wine,
store.
see local independents,
Beer store.
beer store.
Yeah.
Very
Go
full
there.
of flavor.
Yeah.
Is it? It's delicious beer, isn't it?
Fully
Right?
loaded,
Right?
like a baked potato, but not.
This was one of my first go-to beers. I've never had a go-to beer before. I just was
Really?
cycling through different beers before I was in the industry, trying to find something I really liked. And this is one of my ones that I would, stop by the grocery store and actually grab on a regular basis. And I need to go back to doing that, I think.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Return to the roots, right?
Yep.
Did you go to the store and you were like, "Hey, can you show me where the Smith wicks are?"
All right, we're moving on.
All right, next beer. What do you got? Oh, look at that can. I recognize that can.
Yeah, you do.
It has a harp on it, but it ain't harp.
Correct.
Right.
Maybe question my whole reality for a
I
second
know.
there.
I don't know to blow you away.
Yeah.
Well, so we're talking, I guess, how to read certain things, right?
Sure.
I'm going to give Steve one more chance here. Steve Guinness.
Gwyneth Drought.
Anybody want to correct that one?
Drought.
Let's get a draft. Whoa!
Listen to that.
Listen to that
You
widget.
can still hear it.
That widget's working right there, dog.
It's overdrive.
Right?
Still going.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, just give it a minute.
It's got some OT built
No, I
in.
feel kind of bad sticking my finger on top of that.
No, don't feel bad.
That's what she said.
We're all.
No, that was even worse. Oh. You always get me while I'm in the process of doing something else. It takes me a second.
Kind of a showstopper almost. We gotta forge ahead here on the brew review. All right, that's Guinness. That's Guinness Stout. I know what that is.
Yeah.
does
So,
he
like
care?
you said, the cans have that widget in there for the nitrogen. Forces nitrogen through this little plastic ball,
Yep.
and then you get a nice cascading effect on your beer. That gives you that same mouthfeel you get on draft.
Right.
That Guinness is famous for.
It is famous for it. And then again, the deceiving look and the flavor,
And
right?
the smell. It's not super strong smell, but
Right.
packed full of flavor though.
A ton of flavor. A lower ABV. I want to say it's in the low 4% area, if not lower.
Comes to life.
But everyone sees. We've talked about this a million times. Everyone sees the color Guinness. They see the head on it with all that foam, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Man, that's bread and cup." And you're wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
One of the lightest beers you can drink out there, and that nitro, just carries the flavor forward across your tongue. Nice, silky mouthfeel.
I was just
I
gonna
hate
say
the word
silky.
mouthfeel, but it is. It's silky.
Yeah.
It's delicious, easy drinking, and tons of flavor.
Yeah.
Al,
I would imagine this beer will be available at the big St. Patty's Day Street.
Yes,
Party.
it will, and it will be
that's a good
available
bet.
in draft.
Yeah.
and,
Okay.
At every
not drought.
location,
Even
on
better.
drought at every place.
I mean, there's a lot of locations though over those 2 blocks.
That's
You know?
right.
A lot of spaces to get beers.
The sense is we always need one more place,
Right.
but we do our best.
Yeah, I
Right.
think this year we're trying to, if we can
Yes.
get all the supplies together, we're going to try to have 4 different bars
4.
Okay.
ready for you guys. That way, the lines are smaller than they were last year. I know we had a little bit of criticism on that end, but that was a Friday night party, so
Yeah.
everybody was there.
Right.
Everybody got served, but we always trying to strive to do a little bit better on that end.
And I think this is a perfect place for you to tell people, Josh, the pouring process of a draft Guinness and why it takes longer than the rest of the beers that one gets on draft.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I was saying with Guinness and Nitro, there's a whole process that Guinness likes bartenders to kind of perfect, and it requires you essentially pouring, half of a pint
Right.
letting it settle, and then pouring the rest of the pint. So it is a process to pour Guinness, and that's just because you want the perfect pint, right? There's a reason Guinness is so good, and that's one of them is that process of pouring the beer. So it does take a little bit of time. We're going to work with the teams this year to maybe have some ready on deck and stuff like that, just to expedite the process. And we don't want anybody waiting around, but we also want to give you the perfect pint.
Yeah.
Well, you can't rush perfection.
That's
Josh.
right.
point.
That's
I
why
mean,
that's
come
why I'm
on
still
now.
working, buddy.
Come on now.
And time should be on your side. I mean, it's a Sunday. You're supposed to be a little bit lazier, a little chill. Maybe bring your dog out for the dog parade. You get some good food in you, right? Maybe
Grab 2 at a time.
Maybe you roll and
Yeah,
right.
that's the solution.
Yeah.
See,
you go.
that's the solution.
Double
You got
fist.
2
the way
hands.
to go.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that. Let's be clear. It's not that long a process. It just seems like it. Warms
Right.
a lot of people. Or
Sure.
even when you're in a bar, sometimes you go, "Why did the bartender just leave my beer? Why didn't he
Right.
finish what he started?"
Yeah.
Well, it's part of the process.
process, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all part of the process. Trust the process, right?
Yeah, and by the way, it's one of the things. It's one of those famous Irish sayings. It's like, "Hold up, I'll get your beer in a minute." It's like a
Oh, yeah.
famous Irish saying. That's
Really?
like back in the 1600s.
Yeah, you can Google it.
Yeah, Google it. Yeah, Steve, his laptop failed, so we'll get him a new one. But these 4 beers we've tried are just a small sampling of some of the great flavors.
Yeah, these will
we
be
can
the
get, right?
the big major beers out there, and we'll have some other options as well. Some domestic light beers, some White Claws, stuff like that, and obviously a full liquor bar. Stop in, have a good time, watch the dog parade.
Yeah.
Plenty of stuff going on, and
Lots of
some
food.
swag. And
Who's playing
tons of
music
food.
again too? Who's
Beauty and the Beats.
the Beats?
And we've got an Irish band that'll be out there. We've
Okay.
got a DJ playing lots of Irish
Yeah.
stuff, music in between.
Okay.
We've got, I think we have at least 10 food trucks. And
Oh,
All right.
one of the requirements I have on the food
Nice.
trucks is they all have to do one corned beef dish.
Okay.
Excellent.
So we'll have plenty of
smart.
plenty of
It's very
Irish
smart.
food.
Okay,
So-
we're ready. Do you need Steve and I to come up and do some sort of offensive Irish accent? Because we're ready. Just you let me know. Text me and we'll be.
Of course.
We'll do some jokes, some knock jokes, whatever, some shtick.
Yeah.
We're always ready for
Famous
that.
jokes.
Yeah, I mean, people love those.
Yeah.
Especially on
Potato
especially on St. Patty's Day. srprod.com/beer finder if you'd like to find any of these fine Irish brews, by the way, or you can just find them on the street on the 17th.
That's right.
Right? Well, come and get it, Al. We're ready for you.
Well, and we'll be ready for you on the 17th. So come on down. We really appreciate everybody supporting this community event. It's,
gonna
get your Irish on. Come
That's
down.
right.
Check it out.
I'm gonna dye my hair green now. Cheers.
Cheers.
There you go.
Give me a minute though. I don't want to get it all over the board.